That's been a game changer for me, Doc.
Yes.
That's been a game
Yes.
changer. Like you want that gut to go down. You want that stomach to go down. You want that bloating to go down. Get off that alcohol.
And you know it's so funny? Like, and I noticed this with a lot of my clients, whether it be fitness, nutrition, they will do anything in the world. They will fast. They will do a water fast before they would give up that
Give up the
alcohol.
alcohol.
And it's like, guys, but you have to understand anything that has to be that much in your life and you can't give up, that's an addiction. So
Yeah.
that's something we need to look at, managing too.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say with the foods, you want to increase, like, of course, your fruits and vegetables, especially your leafy cruciferous vegetables. So, but with a lot of people, you need to start steaming them. So you know how they want to tell us eat everything raw.
I, Doc,
Yeah.
I used to be, I was vegan for 5 years. I did a lot of raw, a lot of all of that, girl, skinny, skinny, baby. What fat? Let me say this though. Over this last year, what I realized is I can't eat salads the way I used to eat salads, right? In the sense of like kale. Kale has to be sauteed now. Kale salad, baby. I can't do no kale salad.
Yes.
Stomach jacked up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or the kale. Can you do it when you can massage it with the oils and stuff?
I
A
can,
little
but
bit?
I would just at this point I would just rather not because it just makes my stomach bloat so much now. Where I used to be like tearing down a kale salad.
Yeah.
Now you got to saute. Give me
Yeah.
something. Give me yeah.
And get this, what if you knew that many of the vegetables, many of the raw vegetables also help to increase certain hormones in your body. So you do have to be careful with that too. So it
For instance, what?
for
Like,
instance,
yeah.
okay, so do you know like eating a lot of spinach and stuff?
oh, that's estrogen.
That, yeah,
A high estrogen food.
but think about it. What do they tell people if somebody try to lose weight? We tell them to have them the green smoothie with all this
Get you some spinach. Get you some spinach with your fish. Get you some spinach, spinach salad. Get you,
Absolutely.
and it's a high. And then I learned cucumbers are a high estrogen food.
You can balance that though. So like say if you want to eat a cucumber, that's the same thing even with kale. You want to balance the cucumber with like a fat. So like when I eat cucumbers, usually I'll do avocado with cucumbers.
Okay.
So a lot of food, natural foods can be just fine if they're balanced with another macronutrient. And a lot of that stuff now is you can even Google it or chat GPT it to know, okay, I'm having these type of experiences with my gut. How should I maybe balance my food? And it'll actually tell you what to do for you. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, we had to sit there and figure it all out with charts, but it's pretty easy to figure out now.
I mean, I think there's so many things. We are so inundated with so much information, right? And especially if your algorithm is like mine at 42, going to be 43 years old. At the time when this airs, I will be 43. So y'all can actually start calling me that on the internet because of Google. I'm always a year older. But anywho, one of the things that if we look at our algorithm, we're inundated with the information of perimenopause. Every time we open the phone, oh, perimenopause, menopause, perimenopause. Do your workouts, make sure you strength train, get you a weighted vest. Like, I be walking around the park, Doc, with my weighted vest. I'm like, oh, hey, 40 plus. As soon as I see another woman in a weighted vest, I'm like, 40 plus,
You
come
already
on.
know.
Warding off perimenopause, So I feel like it's just so much stuff. It's like, okay, women are like, it's one more thing. Okay, now you're gonna tell me I can't eat spinach? Okay, now I gotta go. What else I gotta do, right? I gotta, so we're inundated with so much information. If there are some basics, because even you've talked about functionality over 40 is really gonna come down to that strength training.
It absolutely is. And I would even say with the food, find 5 to 8 foods that you love, that you don't have a gut issue with, and interchange those, like, from week to week. So your life doesn't become inundated and just overwhelmed because there is way too much information. You got to remember, a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
Right? I do love the weighted vest. I'm not mad at them. But I also love training the entire body. So in this society, we have got to get away with there's a quick fix for anything.
Yeah.
So the weighted vest is just to put more weight on the body. It helps, of course, with overall strength training benefits, like if you were picking up dumbbells and stuff. It's still along the same principle. It just makes it easier, right? You put that vest on, do your walk. You've made some type of progress. But when it comes to functional training, that's the true type of training for longevity, because now you're working the entire body. You're loosening up and you're lubricating the joints. You're increasing your agility. If you think about it, look at many older like Asian people in their 80s and things doing 80s and 90s doing Tai Chi.
Mm-hmm.
They can squat down on the floor.
Yeah.
No problem. Bend all the way
Yeah.
down, touch
Yeah.
your toes.
Yeah.
No issues.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of their movements, and especially in Tai Chi, involve the full body. They even incorporate like the joints in the fingers and the hand, the feet and the fingers, which I want to get to as well. But even like kettlebell training or regular functional training, it's okay to do machines, but don't get stuck on, okay, it's back day. Let me do 4 machines. It's leg day. Let me do 4 machines. What about connecting everything? So your body should work in 3 planes. Okay, so you're going to have that frontal. You're going to have that transverse, which is more the diagonal, the rotational. And then you're going to have that the sagittal plane, right? So it's like here, here, and then across. Most of our exercises don't combine those. You do one at a time. So you do the cable pullovers, right? There's one. You do lunges. But what about doing something where they all move together? So that's why I love that like Turkish get up. Because, baby, you doing all of it.
The link is going to be to Dr. B's Instagram. It's going to be in the show notes. And y'all got to see Dr. B. She does the Turkish get up. What's it called?
Turkish get up.
With a kettlebell. Mm-hmm. That one arm with the kettlebell gets her ass off the ground from the bottom. Listen, and I'm like, oh, I need to be doing that because but it's functional, right? Because what we think about when people are so afraid of, I don't want to train weights and I don't want to get bulky. I can't even believe women are still saying that in 2025. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But when we think about the functionality, you're going to have to know how to squat. You're going to know how to, if you want to carry your groceries in the house, you're going to want to have some bicep strength.
Absolutely. You want to be able to put the things in your cabinet without throwing out your back.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time. Oh, girl, I was leaning over, threw out my back. That's not natural, y'all.
It's not.
You're 42. Why you throwing out your back, leaning over to pet your cat?
Yeah.
So it's just because our bodies don't have to move that way normally. Because we're in the car, we're working.
We're very sedentary.
Very sedentary, and even when we move, it's very linearly. What's that, linearly?
I'm gonna just go with whatever you say.
Sound good to you? Sound good.
Yeah, whatever you say.
But we changed so much of how we look at life. I think modern technology, which I'm a huge fan of, has taken us so far away from our foundation. We forget it's created from the foundation. Don't throw out the baby with the baby water. Put them together. That's what makes us these complete human beings who then still have enough conscious to understand we went too far with that technology over here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and bring it back so I get rebalanced again. But when we always try to separate ourselves from old, that's another thing that I use when I'm talking about aging is being old. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're blessed, you get to be old.
Yeah. I mean, my dad always says the goal is to get old.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
So we're still here.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you're not,
If that blessed you, trust me, you've only scratched the surface. There's so much more wisdom, truth, and transformation waiting in the full conversation. Click the link in the caption below to watch the entire interview. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Vault Empowers Talks.